Get ready to scratch your head and let your curiosity run wild. We're on the trail of some of the world's most baffling unsolved mysteries that leave even the smartest folks scratching their heads. From declassified photos of the Pentagon and ancient riddles to brain-twisting codes no one can crack, these stories have stumped the sharpest detectives and the nerdiest scientists. So, buckle up. We're diving into the unsolved mysteries that cannot be explained. Number 1. The Easter Island statues. Picture this: a remote Pacific isle, speckled with massive stone figures standing sentinel. These are the Easter Island statues, or moai, towering tributes to the island's Polynesian settlers crafted centuries ago. Each one, some as heavy as 70 tons, is a silent witness to the rich cultural tapestry and the astonishing engineering prowess of those who came before us. So why did these ancient sculptors pour countless hours into chiseling out these giant figures from volcanic rock? It's a question that keeps historians and archaeologists up at night. Some say the moai were an homage to ancestors, standing guard over the living. Others debate they might have been powerful political symbols, or perhaps, and hang on to your hats here, markers for visitors from the stars. The sheer scale of ambition it took to carve and transport these statues, using nothing but the most basic tools, is a testament to human creativity and determination. It's a puzzle from the past that continues to ignite our curiosity and marvel. How did the islanders accomplish this Herculean task? And what might it tell us about our own limits, or lack thereof, when we come together for a shared purpose? These stone giants aren't just relics. They're an invitation to explore the breadth of human history and the depths of our potential. So what's your take on the enigma of these silent stone guardians? Share your thoughts and let's unravel the mysteries of human achievement together. Number 2. The Soldering Children disappearance. On a cold Christmas Eve in 1945 in West Virginia, the Solder family faced a harrowing mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Their home was engulfed in flames, and amidst the chaos, 5 of their children, aged between 5 and 14, vanished without a trace. No remains were found in the aftermath, and the pieces of this puzzle just didn't fit together. The fire's origin, the lack of evidence of the children's fate, all sparked a controversy that's lasted for decades. Theories swirled around. Were the Solder children kidnapped? Could they have been harmed? Or did they manage to escape and later forge new identities? The truth remains elusive. Over the years, countless investigations and relentless searches have turned up more questions than answers. This tale isn't just a piece of history. It's a narrative that continues to intrigue and chill the spine. It serves as a stark reminder that sometimes the most ordinary places can become the settings for the most extraordinary mysteries. Every now and then, a new clue or theory emerges, keeping the embers of this case alive and feeding the fascination of researchers and true crime aficionados. What's your take on this enduring mystery? Could there be a clue out there yet to be uncovered? Share your thoughts in the comments. Number 3. The Voich Manuscript. Imagine stumbling upon a book from the 15th century, filled with strange illustrations and written in a language that no one can understand. That's the Voich Manuscript for you, a baffling puzzle that has remained unsolved for centuries. Discovered by Wilfred Voynich, this book is a cryptic concoction of unknown plants and mysterious diagrams that seem to whisper secrets of the stars and hidden alchemical knowledge. Linguists and codebreakers have pored over its pages, but the script refuses to reveal its secrets. It's as if the manuscript is challenging us, teasing us with its incomprehensibility. Could it be an elaborate prank from the past, a conversation between secretive alchemists, or something even more profound? We're left with only guesses and the thrill of the unknown. This enigmatic codex isn't just a relic, it's a time capsule that invites the curious and the brave to decode its ancient mysteries. What do you think the Voynich Manuscript is trying to tell us? Number 4. The Taos Hum. Let's shift gears to something a bit mysterious. A sound so peculiar that it's been baffling folks and experts alike since the 1990s. In Taos, New Mexico, there's a phenomenon that's music to some ears and a maddening murmur to others. The Taos Hum. Think of a sound you can't pinpoint, heard by a handful of people. A sound compared to a far-off idling truck or a faint buzz that just won't quit. Researchers have scratched their heads, pulled out gadgets, and scoured the area. But this hum, it's like a ghost, heard but not found. Theories are aplenty, of course. Some say it's the echo of industrial work, or the hush-hush hum of military tests. Others wonder if it's all in the head, maybe a quirky trick of the ears, or even the earth whispering its secrets. Yet as we ponder the riddles of the Taos Hum, we're not alone. From the whispers of winds across the globe Similar hums have tickled the ears of people far and wide, each one a piece in a puzzle that spans our planet. The Taos Hum isn't just a local oddity. It's a worldwide wonder that's become a hot topic for anyone intrigued by sounds that slip away as soon as you try to find where they're hiding. As curious minds and keen ears tune in, the Taos Hum hums on, a testament to the curious corners of human perception and the enigmatic edges of what science can explain. It's a riddle wrapped in a mystery, tucked inside an enigma, and it leaves us wondering, what are we not hearing? What's your take on the hum? Have you ever noticed a sound that's there 1 minute and gone the next? Number 5. Declassified photos from the Secret Pentagon UFO retrieval. In the waning months of 1896, an event unfolded that would challenge the boundaries of known science and become the subject of whispers among those few initiated. It began one clear evening when the sky was suddenly ablaze with mysterious lights that danced until dawn over a remote, still classified location. The next morning, amidst the charred foliage, lay an enigmatic structure, massive and metallic, with symbols not matching any known language or science. Dr. Elijah Barrett, a respected figure in the field of anomaly research, was summoned to lead the investigation. His first encounter with the structure was one of both awe and dread. The object, with its seamless joints and unfamiliar alloy, defied conventional understanding. A covert team, directed by Dr. Vincent Marlowe, was formed with the sole purpose of reverse engineering what was presumed to be technology far surpassing human capability. They labored in obscurity, their progress, or lack thereof, shielded from the public eye. The object seemed to almost anticipate their actions, as if it possessed a sentience that toyed with the investigators. Decades passed, and whispers of the event turned into legends. A renowned skeptic, Dr. Sophia Magnus, publicly decried the incident as a sophisticated hoax, a theatrical setup by some shadowy cabal of the time to manipulate geopolitical power through the promise of otherworldly technology. Despite the fervent declarations of hoax and the adamant testimonies of those who had touched the unknown alloy with their own hands, the truth remained elusive. Records of the incident, the object, and the research disappeared into the labyrinth of government secrecy, leaving the enigma of the 1896 incident as a tantalizing tale of mystery, a historical story unresolved, with truth and fiction indiscernibly merged. Number 6. The Lost Colony of Roanoke. Imagine stepping back into the late 1500s, where a group of English settlers decided to make their new home on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what's now North Carolina. This wasn't just any ordinary group. They were led by a man named John White, who, after settling his people, journeyed back to England for supplies. Now picture this. The world was a stage for power tussles, and one such struggle, the Anglo-Spanish War, kept White from returning promptly to his budding colony. Fast forward 3 years to 1590, and John White finally sails back, his heart heavy with the anticipation of reuniting with his loved ones. But here's where history hits us with a twist. He arrives to find Roanoke barren, as if the earth had swallowed the colony whole. No cries of welcome, no smoke spiraling from fires, nothing but the haunting silence and a single cryptic hint, the word Croatoan carved into a post. What could have become of them? Was it a desperate move to seek refuge with the Croatoan tribe on the nearby island? Could they have succumbed to illness, starvation, or conflict? Or, as some wild theories propose, were they swept away by something otherworldly or ensnared in a dark, hidden plot? Despite countless searches and the passing of centuries, the fate of the lost colony remains one of history's tantalizing puzzles. This tale has stirred the pot of public imagination, inspiring books, films, and countless hours of debate and speculation. It's more than a ghost story. It's a historical whodunit that keeps us searching for clues. It makes us wonder about the daring and danger of our ancestors' journeys, and reminds us that, despite our advances, some things remain stubbornly, intriguingly out of reach. So, what's your theory? Did the settlers find a new way to survive, or did they vanish into the shadows of history? Share your thoughts, and maybe together we can shed light on this centuries-old American enigma. Number 7. Crop circles. Imagine walking into a field and there, laid out before you, is a tapestry of geometric precision, a crop circle. These stunning formations didn't start turning heads until the 1970s, but boy, have they captured our imagination since. Every year, like clockwork, thousands of these patterns emerge worldwide. They range from simple rings to mind-bending patterns that seem to hint at a mathematical intelligence. But here's the kicker. The stalks are bent, not broken, as if with a gentle touch. Now, where do these come from? It's a head-scratcher, all right. Some folks point to natural events like quirky atmospheric conditions, maybe even electrical or magnetic trickery from Mother Nature herself. But then, there's the crowd that winks and says it's all a man-made hoax, a midnight art project with planks and ropes. And let's not sideline the extraterrestrial advocates who suggest these could be alien calling cards. Without a shred of solid proof to settle on a single explanation, crop circles remain one of the great puzzles of our time. They're a canvas that invites researchers, curiosity seekers, and even the skeptics to ponder and debate. These circles, intricate and mystifying, challenge us to think about the wonders of nature and the bounds of human ingenuity. So what do you think leaves these mysterious marks? Earthly pranksters, natural forces, or visitors from the stars? Let's keep our eyes on the fields. Maybe this year we'll get a new clue. Share your thoughts and let's unravel this mystery together. Number 8. The Sailing Stones of Death Valley. Let's take a walk into one of nature's most baffling galleries, Death Valley National Park. Here, among the arid expanse, lies a curious art exhibit created by none other than nature itself, the Sailing Stones. These hefty rocks, some tipping the scales at several hundred pounds, engage in an odd desert dance. They slide over the parched lake bed, etching trails in the earth as if they're leaving breadcrumbs for us to follow. For years, the stones' secret travels sparked the imaginations of scientists. How do they glide over the desert floor? Early guesses tossed around ideas of magnetic fields, or even the helping hands of microorganisms. Yet recently, a blend of environmental elements, ice sheets, a splash of water, and desert winds have been cast as the likely backstage crew helping these stones put on their slow-motion show. But still, questions linger. The full story of how these rocks roll is not yet set in stone, keeping researchers on their toes. The sailing stones are a perfect example of how, even in the age of satellite and sensors, Earth can keep a secret, challenging us to keep exploring, questioning, and learning. What do you think adds to the mystery of these wandering rocks? Number 9. Jack the Ripper. Picture this. It's the dark, foggy streets of London, 1888. We're not just in any old part of the city. We're in the shadowy corners of Whitechapel, where an unknown menace lurks. This isn't a ghost story. It's real, and it's terrifying. 5 women fell victim to an assailant so mysterious, his name alone sends shivers down the spine. Jack the Ripper. With each case more brutal than the last, the city was gripped with fear, and the police were left baffled. Fast forward over a century later, and armchair detectives, history buffs, and professional sleuths are still piecing together clues. The Ripper's true identity, an unsolved riddle. His reasons? They're as murky as the London fog. As each theory surfaces, we get a glimpse into a mind that's a puzzle within a maze, and that's what keeps this tale as chilling as a midnight stroll through Victorian Whitechapel. Number 10. The Green Children of Woolpit. So imagine stumbling across 2 children with skin green like the leaves of a storybook forest. This isn't a fairy tale. It's what the folks of the 12th century English village of Woolpit encountered. These kids were out of the ordinary, with clothes that seemed borrowed from an unknown world, and their speech? Not a word was familiar. The village took them in, and while the boy sadly didn't make it, the girl found her way, her green fading away as she wove into the community tapestry, learning English and shedding her emerald glow. The girl shared stories of a land unlike any other, St. Martin's Land, a place untouched by the sun, where everyone shared her once verdant hue. Fast forward hundreds of years, and this tale hasn't been lost to time. It's still here, tickling the brains of historians, stirring up the pot of folklorists, and sending authors scurrying to their notepads. From theories of malnourished children to visitors from other worlds, the Green Children of Woolpit are a historical whodunit that refuses to be shelved. Their story, straddling the line between reality and myth, compels us to look closer at the past and wonder, just for a moment, about the fantastic and the yet-to-be-explained. It's the kind of tale that doesn't just whisper, but shouts across the ages about the magnetic pull of the mysterious, the inexplicable, and the legends that are sewn into the very fabric of our understanding.